Hey there, I'm Greg Spiro, and welcome to my weekly piano jazz masterclass. This week we're going to be discussing Drop-2 Voicings as they can be placed over a standard. We're going to use autumn leaves. Last week we went over the basics of Drop-2, how they're structured, like making a comping and then taking the second note, putting it down, and we talked about how it can be moved around over chords. Like you have your diatonic movement, like that, and then you have your pentatonic movement that's like. And today we're going to use both of those over the standard autumn leaves. Keith Jarrett version is my favorite version if you want to check that out, or the the Cannonball Adderley version with Miles on it. So to begin, this is your C minor drop 2, which is structured from the way we did it before, where you take the normal your C 3 5 7 9, and you move the second voice from the top down. So you're there, and then you can move that over to the F7. So there's a C minor, which is the 2 of B flat, then F, which is the 5 of B flat, and to get there, you play what you would do in terms of the 7 flat 9 3 5 chord there, and you take your second voice from the top and move an octave down, so you get that. So it becomes, this is the C, this is the F, and then this becomes the B flat. You can do that, or you can have the 9 on the top. I'm not going to go through the creation of each of these Drop-2 voicings, because you can use the general tendency and the thing that I described in my last video of how you structure them to build these voicings. So 2, 5, 1, the E flat 7, E flat dominant 7 if you want. That's also a nice Drop-2 voicing for that. And then for A, there's a couple different ways to do that. If you want to do diminished, you can do that. I kind of like to make it a straight up minor 9 chord. It gives it this lift. And then this is your D7, the 3, 7, flat 9, and 5. And then for your G minor, you can give it a nice minor 13 chord there, or you can just give it a regular minor 9 chord. This being your minor 13 because you have your 7, your 3, your 13, and your 9. It gives it a nice dissonance. You can also put the 13 on the bottom if you want, like that. Either one of those, or that. A few different ones. In fact, let me go through those, because those are different types of the dominant chord. So this is a D7 sharp 5, the 3 7 9 sharp 5, or you could just do a D dominant 7 like that without the sharp 5, or you could just do a D7 flat 9 chord, and then back to the G, and then you can make that into a dominant chord if you want to restart the loop, because G is what? The dominant of C. It's the 5 of C minor. 2, 5, 1, 4, and now the 2, 5, 1 in G minor. And so for the bridge, you take that same 2, 5, 1 in G minor. That if you want to do the diminished, but I kind of like to do that, which is your 7, 3, 5, and 9. And then this is the drop 2 for the D7 chord, which I've chosen to do a 3, 7, flat 9, and sharp 5 on that. Give it some extra color. And then your G, either minor or 13. And then you switch back to the 2, 5, 1 in B flat. You can hit the E flat if you want, and then 2, 5, 1 in G minor. And now this is where it gets fun. At the end of the B section, you can walk it down. So this is G minor. If you take it all a half step down, it's F sharp minor, then F minor, and then we're doing a 2-5-1 to E flat, so now you get the dominant of E flat, which is the 3, 7, flat 9, and 13 of B flat, and then you can go to your E flat, and now back to your 1, the 2-5-1. Okay, so I'm going to play over this. I'm going to do it super simple with some rhythmic activity in there. In fact, I'll just do the same rhythm over and over. Here we go. That actually isn't the same rhythm. This is the rhythm that I'm meant to do. Ready? It's diminished, dominant. Now to the B section. Make that a dominant. 2-5-1 back to B flat, E flat. I did that as a just minor 9. Now walk down to 2-5-1 to E flat, 2-5-1 back to G minor. Okay, now this is the rhythm that I want you to get first before you try to do anything complex like I was doing sort of by default. You can use different drop twos. Back to the rhythm. All right, now I'm going to show you a little bit of some more complicated ways of using drop-2 over autumn leaves as comping. One of the really cool things you can do is move diatonically over the chord changes as they're going. So for example, when you're on C minor, you can go like C, and then what is essentially a G 7 flat 9 up to a C again, like stuff like that. Do stuff like that on the B flat. And so any chord that you're on when you're using drop-2, you can actually move it up and down and make melodies diatonically by oscillating between the 1 and the 5. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of that. All right, some diatonic movement over autumn leaves with drop-2. Now to the 2, 5, you can use diminished stuff there if you want. Bill Evans did that a lot, moving up and down the diminished. Here we go. Obviously, I need practice too. And remember to have fun with it too. make sure that you have some fun when you're practicing this stuff, because it can get tedious if you're just doing your just your scales and all the exercises and stuff. And remember why you started playing piano in the first place, because it's pretty awesome to play piano and it's really fun. Make sure you get with other people and you can practice this stuff with peers that are at your level. And yeah, don't beat yourself up when you're practicing also. Have fun with it and remember to enjoy. So thank you very much for watching this lesson. Really glad that you're here with me, and I look forward to teaching you more things. By the way, you can always ask me on my Weebid page, greg.weebid.app. This is the question that we're answering, that can you expand the concept of drop-2 voicing technique for comping? And that's on Weebid. It got fully funded, so I'm here doing the answer for you. But if you have any other questions for me, go to greg.weebid.app, and you can pose any questions at all that you have about piano, about life, meditation, about existence. I can unlock the keys to the universe for you if you ask me on Weebid. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed, and happy practicing.